Coming in on the north side to it, it just seems to have a problem even trying to tighten up. But if it can, obviously we'll drop a tornado. It appears it's about halfway down as it is now. But again, folks, at Shawnee proper, this thing is drifting right along I-40, coming up to Highway 18. If you're in the east side of Shawnee, you want to go take your tornado precautions, especially on the northeast side of Shawnee out toward the casino. Okay, Mike, just 1 second. Let me get backed up here. I seem to have it kind of trying to turn in, maybe even trying to tighten up here, Mike. It looks like it's trying to slow up just a hair and trying to turn in on itself.
Yeah, Mark, I would agree with that. It's going to be over 18 and I-40. Let's go to the storm tracker. In fact, it might try to tornado here coming up. Let's go to the storm tracker because you'll see the evolution here just in the past 12 minutes. Okay, there it is now. Look how the hook's coming around. See that? The curvature's coming around, the hook's tightening up. It's over 18 and 40, which is where the Shawnee Mall is located again, up there on the northern side of Shawnee. And the circulation is strong but broad. It's strong but broad, and it's trying to tighten up, and you can see the way the hook is definitely coming around. The stinger's coming around, and that's what Mark's talking about right now. Let's go tornado warning for Creek, for Lincoln, and for Pottawatomie counties continues. Let's go back to Bob Moore Chopper 4 with a look at that live from the chopper. John?
Yeah, there it is, Mike. And, that lowering is actually kind of raised back up a little bit, and it's just downpouring heavy amounts of rain right there where that lowering was, so it could be an indication it's losing a little bit of steam. If Travis will pan just to the right just a little bit, you can kind of see some other scud lowering right there. It has a little mild rotation in it, but I think it's just the actual inflow sucking into the storm. But the second spot is actually rising. We're getting heavy downbursts of rain that's right over the northeast side of Shawnee at this time. So we're going to stay here, and at this time it's still rotating, but it doesn't appear that it's getting its act together. It looks like it's actually falling apart more than condensing here, Mike.
Appreciate that live update there from the chopper. Still pretty good wind shear on the eastern side of 18, over on the northern side of I-40. That would be over the northeastern sides of Shawnee. Doesn't appear to be imminent, but it is still pretty strong. It's just not really tight right now. Latest report from Reed Timmer and our team of trackers, 2 to 3 west of Prague, west-southwest of Prague, a tornado trying to come down to the ground. So you folks in Prague, a tornado warning continues for you. It's that lead tornado, this one right here, 2 to 3 west of Prague, still has a low-level lock. That's the lead tornado that was over a half a mile wide and was violent, and was a wedge and a barrel and a wedge and a barrel. It's still on the ground, or at least trying to come back down to the ground from Reed Timmer and our team of trackers. So Prague, you folks in Prague, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Best would be below ground or out of the way, or a storm cellar or basement, but get the safest place you possibly can. I wouldn't take chances with it. It's had too much violent motion, too much violent damage associated with it, and it is coming directly into the town of Prague. Indication from Reed Timmer is that the tornado is trying to come back to the ground, and that was just about 45 seconds to a minute ago, and it was 3 west of Prague, so now it's about a mile and a half west of Prague, or maybe a mile west of Prague. So keep that in mind for Prague. Tornado warning continues. Who's that?
That's Emily.
Let's go back to Emily's live stream. Emily's got a nice visual on this wall cloud on the northeast side of Shawnee. Yes. Emily, go.
Yes, Mike. We're on 18 and I-40, and wow, this has got its act together. It was just, rough rotation, but now look at this lowering. It's very well defined, and we're planning on hopping on I-40 unless there's still a way that we can. I believe that we can still hop on I-40. We're going to follow it, and we're watching this very closely, very ominous lowering here. And guys, just 10, 15 minutes ago, we caught a rope tornado. So this obviously is the environment where it can drop a tornado at any time. We're keeping a very close eye on it right now, Mike.
Emily, what is your location right now?
We're almost at I-40. We're on 18 north of Shawnee.
On 18 north of Shawnee. Are you literally just like coming up on I-40 right now?
Well, we're heading south towards I-40, so we're looking off to the east.
Okay, you're going southbound on 18 toward 40, is that right?
Yes, correct, Mike.
Okay. How far north of I-40 do you think you are right now?
How far north of I-40 are we? Like a mile.
Okay,
1 mile.
let's stay with your
If
stream.
That, if that.
All right, let's stay with your stream because you're likely going to cross the damaged path.
Okay.
So let's take a look and see what we have, because this is that
Now we're
whole
getting into the rain shield.
this is that whole Shawnee Mall area that we're talking about in North Shawnee. So let's see what Emily has when she comes across here, because spotters reporting debris falling out of the sky 1 south of Stroud. 1 south of Stroud. It makes you wonder where that debris came from. Where, if there's debris falling out of the sky in Stroud, it makes you wonder where that debris actually came from. If that debris came from, the Shawnee area, which is possible, but Stroud has debris falling out of the sky. And as you know, Stroud's about 30